No, Deontay. I'll answer that for you. The reason that we turned down the offer from DAZN to fight Joshua is because they wouldn't tell us what Joshua was getting. And we need to know what Joshua's getting, or else we can't take that fight. And as far as the $100 million offer, we don't believe there'd be a rematch anyway, because Deontay's going to knock Anthony Joshua out. He's going to knock him out. So there won't be any rematch at all. So there's not really a $100 million offer. It's more like $60 million because Joshua wouldn't take the rematch. Deontay's his own boss, but I tell him what. Did I say that? No, Deontay's his own boss. I think I need to take my pills.
So you heard it right there from the horse's mouth. Well, kinda. The reason that Team Wilder turned down the $100 million DAZN deal, the Brazil fight and the 2 fights with Anthony Joshua, is because apparently they couldn't get to see what Joshua was making. But hang on, when Team Wilder offered Joshua $50 million, supposedly, did Joshua get to see what Wilder was making? They never even put that in the press at the time. There was no talk of what Wilder was getting during that whole, $50 million fiasco. But they don't disclose what Wilder's making when they make Joshua an offer, but yet they want to know what Joshua's making when they get an offer from him and his team in DAZN. Double standards much? Furthermore, Team Wilder, or at least Shelly Finkel, Deontay Wilder's puppet master, he says that Wilder's going to KO Joshua so badly when they fight that there won't even be a rematch. And so therefore, it's not really a $100 million deal. It's more like a $60 million deal. Because AJ ain't going to take that second fight. All right. Now, if that's the case, then why not take the easy money? Because Eddie Hearn has said in recent interviews that even though they offered the Brazil fight as part of the package, he could have just negotiated for the 2 Joshua fights and left the Brazil fight out of the deal. He doesn't have to sign to DAZN. He just has to sign for the Joshua fight. So why not just sign for the Joshua fight? 40 mil, bam, there you go. If it's such an easy fight, take the money. That's more money than you've ever earned in your career. Way more. 40 mil. Why wait? You see, they're talking about waiting and, building it up and making more money and all this kind of business. You said that AJ was scared. You, Deontay Wilder, and your fans said AJ was scared. But now he's made you an offer. He's clearly not scared, is he? So you were wrong. You've been shown up to be a complete donut. AJ ain't scared at all. He wants to fight you. He wants to make the undisputed fight. But now you and your team are making excuses talking about, oh, you need more money and we need to see what Joshua's getting and blah, 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 blah. Come on. This is not what you were saying for a year before now. Turning down life-changing money, career high money, 40 mil. $40 million is more than you and Tyson Fury made combined when you fought each other. And you're being offered that against Anthony Joshua. Turning it down. Madness. Yeah? If it's such an easy fight as your puppet master Shelly Finkel says, take the fight. You think Joshua's not going to take the rematch anyway? This is a one-off fight for 40 mil. How can you turn that down? Huh? Madness. Take the fight, become undisputed, then your purses will go through the roof, right? You were earning way more than 40 mil after that, right? What are you waiting for? You want to try to build yourself up a bit more, build the Joshua fight up a bit more? You could lose in the meantime if you want to go do that. And from a business standpoint, okay, let them go and do whatever business they think is best. But don't ever come to the table and try to say that Anthony Joshua was afraid to fight you. Don't ever say that again. All Wilder's fans look like idiots right now, claiming AJ didn't want to fight him. Wilder himself looks like an idiot, claiming AJ didn't want to fight him when they've just received that kind of offer. Foolishness. Been calling this guy a coward for how long? Huh? Take the easy money. Deontay Wilder has been brainwashed. I'm sure of that because he's not a very bright guy. He's been brainwashed by the Al Haymans and the Shelly Finkels and all them kind of people in his team. They've been brainwashing the guy. I do not for a second believe that Finkel, Heyman, etc. had any intention of allowing Deontay Wilder to take that DAZN deal. Wilder might have somewhere in his brain been thinking, okay, let's take this deal. But I don't think he was allowed to. And I've seen some people post screenshots which are supposedly Al Heyman contracts, and they look pretty controlling. They appear to give Al Heyman a lot of control over the decisions that the fighters make. But I don't know how genuine those screenshots and those, online pictures are in terms of whether they're really Al Heyman contracts, okay? But I certainly am convinced that Deontay Wilder is not in control of his own career, and he is puppeteered by people like Al Heyman, Shelley Finkel, etc. But Deontay is such an unintelligent man. I don't think he may not even realize that he's a puppet. That's how unintelligent I think the guy is. But I don't think Team Wilder went into that meeting with John Skipper and DAZN with any intention of taking that deal. I think they went in there, for one, to save face, to look good for the public and the media, to say, oh, we at least went there. And for two, maybe to see DAZN's hand, to see what kind of money DAZN are willing to pay. And then maybe go back to Showtime and say, can you match it? But I think they had absolutely zero intention of allowing Deontay to take that fight. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Where was the disclosure of what Deontay Wilder was getting when they put up this supposed $50 million offer last year? We never saw anything about what Wilder was supposed to be getting. And as far as I know, Team Joshua didn't know what Wilder was supposed to be getting. But yet they want to know what Joshua was getting in a DAZN deal. Double standards. And it's an easy fight, right? You guys think it's an easy fight? Take the fight. You don't think he's going to take the rematch? Take the $40 million. And then you can make way more than that when you're an undisputed champion. Joke thing. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments. It's happening. I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.